everyone. Today I wanted to talk about the CGC test, which if you don't know is an AKC test. It's called the AKC Good Citizen Test, Canine Good Citizen Test, I'm sorry. And what that is a series of 10 test items that the dog needs to pass to become a good citizen. And basically it's like the next step to becoming like a therapy dog or any kind of advanced thing you want to do is what you need. I finally took the test with Emma and we have been thinking about doing it for a while. I never felt ready, and it's always been kind of like a goal. Passing the CGC test has always been one of my training goals. We've been practicing for a while. We've been taking a class and we've been practicing, and like one of my main struggles with Emma was always the polite greeting, because she used to get so excited to meet a new person that she would, you know, wiggle and wag her tail and try to roll around on the ground. And yeah, she just was so excited for new people. But we finally took the test and passed, and I was just really thrilled. We got a certificate from our training place that we took the test at. We got a little ribbon. And then we got this form, which I haven't sent in yet, but I need to. That's the form you fill in to send to the AKC to like register your dog, because you have to kind of register them that you've taken the test and all that. So yeah, we've taken the test now and we're going to send in our form that we passed, and then I don't know what they send back or if it's just like a registration or what, but yeah, so that's what happened. I'm gonna leave a link below with the test items so that you don't have to hear me like say them all or like watch this video to find out them all. You can look at the link. Emma's gonna get a toy right now. Yeah, so passing the CGC test has always been our goal, but I feel like training is like a never-ending journey. It's not like just because we passed this test we're done, she's perfect. It's not like that. But I do think that like we've made a lot of strides in our progress with taking this test. Our next thing we want to do is rally classes, so that would be kind of fun, and I can tell you kind of like how that goes. Emma, the first test was the polite greeting, where the guy comes up, he shakes your hand, the dog has to stay sitting next to you, and then he'll ask to pet the dog, and the dog should be sitting, but she can stand up while she's getting petted, as long as she's not like bouncing or jumping or, you know, obviously showing, like, the main one is they obviously don't want them showing fear, and they don't want them biting anybody or any kind of aggression. So obviously that's not happening because she's not nervous and she loves people and she's not mean. So that I wasn't too worried about, but I was worried about her getting excited, especially since the test person was a man. I was like, oh my goodness, she gets way more excited for men. So I just wasn't sure. They check the dog's ears and feet, and then they brush the dog. So you want to bring your own brush. Ours said that we had to, and I have one, so I was practicing brushing the dog because I never really brushed her before. She's got such short hair, I just kind of like wiped her down if she needed it, but she doesn't mind the brush, so I've just been practicing brushing all the dogs now, and they all seem to like it. So I'm just gonna keep doing it. So that first test was the one I was most nervous for, just because Emma loves people so much that I was kind of worried that she would be a little excited, but she was fine. Also on test day, I was a nervous wreck. Like, I don't know why. If you hear that squeaky noise, that's my dog chewing her toy, but what can you do? I was just a nervous wreck. Like, I don't know what is wrong with me or why I was so nervous. And of course they always say like your emotions go down the leash, so I was just like, I need to stop being nervous, but I just couldn't help it. So yeah, that's one of the things that happened. I was a nervous wreck, and I don't know why I was nervous, because it's not like you can't take the test again, but I was like, we need to finish, we need to pass, but we did. But I was just a nervous wreck. To help practice us for the excited thing, my friend came over and made, like, if Emma wasn't sitting, she would just walk away, and I think that really helped. That was one of my major like things. It was the dog just standing up and wagging her tail and being like, people, people, people. But I think having someone come over and like the dog not being greeted at all until she was sitting, and just keep practicing that, was like our major hurdle, and that really helped, was practicing it with a friend that excites the dog. There was about 10 or 12 dogs, I'm not positive. Some of them were training to be an actual service dog. They were with a person in like a mobile wheelchair, like a, not a mobile, like an electric wheelchair. I don't know what it was, some kind of wheelchair device. And there was mostly like those golden doodle mixed breeds and like labs, and then there was my pit bull and then a mixed dog, and the only two dogs that actually passed on the day I was there was my dog and the mixed breed dog. So it's just, you never know who's gonna pass. I mean, there was a lot of dogs, and some of them I don't think were even really thinking they could pass the test, because like there was one dog that just kept jumping on people, and clearly that's, if your dog's jumping, that's not anywhere near going to pass. So basically, I just wanted to share that we finally did the CGC test, and I'm very proud of Emma, and I'm proud of myself for helping work with her to do it. And I just wanted to share that, like, our little journey, and we've been training for this for a while. And I just wanted to share that we finally took our test and we passed, which I'm very proud that we passed on the first try. So now me and Alice are going to practice for her to do the CGC test. So hopefully in a couple months we will be ready and we will do it again. It's so funny when you have dogs that, like, some dogs, like Emma, I know she can do the sit and the stay and the down, and she's very quick to do it, and she's very fast to do all like the trick type things. And Alice isn't as excited for people, but she does get more distracted by dogs, whereas Emma is not distracted by dogs. So it's just funny how you can have two dogs and they can have totally different challenges, but you've worked with them the same way, but it may not be, they're just not the same. Every dog is different. So yeah, anyway, I just wanted to share that I was proud of myself and Emma for doing the CGC test. And if you have any other questions, I will link my blog post that I'm going to post with this, and the AKC website with the test items in case you wanted to see them all. So yeah, and see you guys later.